have just arrived in Mallorca. We're back in one of our favorite places to kick off our Euro summer. We just were in London, 48 hours, a super quick stopover. Basically on our way over, we didn't want to come straight into the thick of Europe. We spent the last 2 days pretty much just shopping and exploring. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions of London, but I think London in summer is amazing. Like, the people were awesome, the vibes were just on, the weather was good. They're in the middle of a heat wave, so it's hard not to be happy. But the place we're staying at is called motes. I actually found this place from someone I follow on YouTube called Hilda. The most amazing hiking content. Go check her out if you haven't seen her before. Hilda and her boyfriend stayed here. They linked the place, and we honestly were looking at mallorca.com about that time. We stayed in the area close to here last time. If you've ever been here, you know how hectic these roads are. They're like the windiest roads ever, and obviously driving on the wrong side of the road for myself, being from Australia, it's not that much fun. This place does not disappoint. Like, it is so nice. I think a lot of these like traditional casitas can be pretty dated and old. Down here you have a pool and some tables, some deck chairs. So nice. Like, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but pretty much looks out into the bottom of Sóller town. And then you've got deià up in the hills up here. And then this is the courtyard for the property, dining table. Apparently we can't use the barbecue because they have, you know, like a proper fire risk here in summer. Like, it is bone dry, so I get that. And then coming inside, it's so nice and cool in here. It's really, really hot outside. So that's the kitchen. It's fully kitted out. Again, the last place we stayed in was like not this modern, so all the things you need. Nice couch. Every time we stay somewhere with a second room, we have like a bag room, but this is a second room. It has aircon, which is a luxury that not a lot of places in Mallorca have. And then coming through to the bathroom, this place is like brand new, but you've got the stone bench top, all Aesop products, which is a huge win. And then coming into the bedroom, really nice linen, huge mirror. No place in Europe ever seems to have big mirrors. And then it just opens out into the courtyard. Nice little table there. We're probably going to have dinner right after this actually. It's like 8 p.m. and the sun is still pretty high. I'm so excited to be back in Europe. I think I didn't do it for the longest time until I could leave my old job and do social media and my brand full time. I didn't have the freedom to be able to do this. Yeah, there's just something about Europe in summer that can't be topped. We thought it'd be a fast travel day from London, but it's never an easy day. This is why you don't hop between countries every second day. I don't know how people do that in the Euro summers. They'll like literally go Italy one day, Spain the next. I'm going to try a vlog pretty much every country we go to. So I'll try to do one pretty much every week for the next 5-6 weeks. We don't actually have a return flight yet, but we're thinking it's going to be around 5-6 weeks. It's going to be an amazing next 2 months or so. We just popped down to grab a few bits for dinner, and we asked the guy at the Agromart, which is the shop literally down the hill, what wine he recommended, and he said this one would pair perfectly with pasta, and he said this is a great year. I feel like when someone recommends a wine and like this was a great year, they know their shit.
I love those glasses.
All right, time to cook some dinner. I never run hills at home, so running probably like a few hundred meters of elevation over a 5K. Whew, not something I'm used to, but it's a lot easier when it looks like this. Quick 5K this morning. It's our first morning here, and it's the first run I've actually done since I've got to Europe. I need a few days when I land in a place, get over my jet lag, chill out a little bit, have a good few meals after the plane, and then I can start running. All these people that like hop straight off their plane and they're like, got to get my 5Ks first thing after arriving. I don't know what you're doing to be able to do that, but my body needs to chill. I can't get straight into it. It's our first full day here in Mallorca. I just had a quick run this morning. We made brekkie, chilled at the house, had a nice slow morning. I feel like it's the first proper slow chill morning we've got to have since we got to Europe. London was pretty go. We had a lot we wanted to do, and we only had really 2 full days there. But this morning, me and Ebs have come to a place called Eco Vinyasa, which is a citrus farm. If you drive around Sóller or just Mallorca in general, it's summer, but there's citrus trees everywhere. We went to the supermarket and grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like when we're at home, we like never have sandwiches, but then as soon as we come to Europe, it's like,
It's just convenient.
get me a sandwich stack.
We got some mozzarella, some pesto,
I'm like cutting
jamon, mortadella.
Where do we go first?
Pesto on the bottom.
Alright, so hefty amounts of pesto. I'm not a big mortadella guy. Ants loves mortadella. I'm more of just a standard champagne ham.
If I think about it though, like, it does remind me of Spam.
Yeah, mortadella just feels like dog meat to me.
Yeah.
Not to
That's yummy.
shit talk your sandwich choices.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna chuck on the mozzarella. Fun fact for anyone who can't normally really eat cheese, if you're not like super intolerant, you can normally have Parmesan because it's like a harder cheese, which means the lactose is like pretty much removed out. Also means it has more protein. The rocket in Europe is like way more peppery. So,
Lots of that.
salt. Hit it with the olive oil. Bam, that looks really good. Good morning. It's our second full day here in Mallorca, and this morning we have come to a little town in the hills called Deià. Deià is this like small traditional town. It's like kept its charm from, I don't know, whenever it was built, and it is the most picturesque place I have ever seen. Evs on the way here was like, Deià is my favorite town in the whole world, so it's something special. Morning we're going to a cafe called Demonio. It's like a tiny little vegan spot, just for some coffee, and we're just going to explore. Tonight we're making, is it a truffle pasta? Yeah, so we're making like a truffle cheese pasta, but we need some, this guy's nice. Or you want darker?
Yeah, like a brand.
Basil smells unreal.
This is my favorite.
I'm so hungry. Alright, so this is our haul from Agrimark. So most of this is things for dinner tonight. This is the pasta that we got. Every time we're in Europe, we get this huge pasta tube. It's called pacheri pasta, unmatched. And then we've got this truffle pasta sauce, which we'll mix in with a whole bunch of things we got here. Pineapple, they were like super cheap, and I haven't had pineapple in the longest time. And then for the produce, this is the fun part. So we have some eggplant. This isn't all for the pasta, by the way, but we got some eggplant, some zucchini, these like really weird shaped heirloom tomatoes. Some white zucchini, courgettes, whatever you want to call them. And then we've got some basil, some organic basil. And then another eggplant. And then we got some chili olives. And then we have some sourdough. I'm not going to open that. We'll leave that in the bag. And that's it for dinner. We're going to make sandwiches now for lunch with like a few leftover ingredients. We have some pesto from yesterday's sandwich and a bit of ham. When we're in Europe, we try to cook a little bit for ourselves. It also means that when we're away for like 4 or 5 weeks at a time, you don't start to feel shitty after eating out every single meal. We only really have one more day at this villa. We're going to head to the beaches across the other side of Mallorca tomorrow. So we thought we'd, chill. How is this for a setup? First, I'm going to make a steak sandwich for lunch, and then we swim. We've spent like a solid 2 hours out in the sun, which is a lot considering I haven't been in the sun for like 2 months. So the skin is definitely feeling pretty cooked, but it is so perfect. There's a bit of a heat wave at the moment in Europe, so it is so incredibly hot, and there's nothing else we really want to do, maybe besides the pool. It's kind of felt like majority of my year has been somewhat counting down to this holiday. Like, it's been really, really go, go, go. I have had the brand launch and everything after that. I've had a lot of work in between. I do have a whole lot of work while I'm in Europe, but it doesn't feel the same when you're here. It's so much easier doing my job, doing social media. At home, I often find that I like fall out of love with creating content and doing that as a job. Obviously, I love it, and that's why I've done it for so long. But the reason, I quit my full-time job and took on socials full-time is because I loved it and it didn't feel like work. So I want it to continue that way, and I don't want it to ever feel like a drag. I don't ever want to feel creatively burnt out. And I think being able to shoot here does feel like I don't have to struggle to create content. I have so many ideas. My mind is clear. It's really, really good. And I think that doesn't only help social media. It also helps my brand. I can feel a bit creatively blocked, like sitting in an office at home, seeing the same people, seeing the same style every day. Like, I think the coolest thing about being in Europe, in just other countries in general, is you're exposed to other people just living their lives, and their day-to-day style is so different and it's influenced by so many other things. Whereas at home, we kind of all mesh into one person. I mean, I'm just talking for Australia, but we're kind of influenced by the same group of people. Last night we went for the most amazing dinner. We caught up with our friends, or new friends actually, Maddie and Bailey, who are also from Australia. We went and grabbed a dinner at a place called Pueblo, which was really good. It had the vibes. It had like a nice little courtyard outside. The food was amazing. The service was good. We found the food in Mallorca has been really good. Like, it's a lot of really cool trendy places. And now I'm just having a slow morning coffee outside of the casita before we head down to the beaches for the day. So we're going to go all the way to the other side of Mallorca. This side's great. Like, it has a lot of beaches, like in the hills near Deià, so yeah, but they are really hard to get to. Like, they're all mountain roads that lead down to beaches down the bottom. They're great once you get there, but it gets really busy and it is a Friday, so we thought we would head that way. It's a lot more chill and we can kind of beach hop rather than parking up at one beach with like hard access all day. We've just pulled up at a new beach we've never been to before called Cala. We went and grabbed some things for some sandwiches at the Little, and now we're just down here. New beach unlocked. Ebs has been preparing. There's a lot of onion.
Well, we had like 2 to get through still, so I just cut the whole thing.
So this is dinner for tonight. We have this pakiri pasta, which I actually think I showed you yesterday. Onions, garlic, basil, stuff that's not going to be eaten tonight. Mushrooms, salsa de truffle. They call salsa everything here, but I think it just means sauce, I guess. Truffle sauce. Here is our dinner. The sun has just set. It's like 9:30.
That's crazy.
So crazy to be having dinner this late.